Good morning, Big Perk. Now, you did a great job of covering this.
Man.
Okay. Now, you did a great job covering this year's NBA Finals. But you know what happens, Greeny? Young folks like this that's been doing this job like 5 years, they get one or two things right. They get one or two catchphrases. Then they come over here with their Dr. Seuss lines, wearing their 80s pastor suits, and think all of their takes are going to be hot. So let me tell you a couple of things that I heard Perk say about this series. Didn't he just slander Coach Bud the entire year about not making adjustments? Hey, Perk, the number one adjustment this year was giving the ball to Middleton the last couple of minutes of a game. Drew Holiday isn't the best two-way player in the NBA. Last night, you saw the best two-way player in the NBA. That's actually Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Chris Middleton is not Batman. That happens to be the Greek Freak. And don't try to flip it and say, oh, now he's Superman. You could just say, that take was off. By the way, what happened to your guy DeAndre Ayton? Let me finish. What happened to your guy DeAndre Ayton? Is he still David Robinson? I didn't see him. Is he still David Robinson? Are the Suns still a dynasty? I don't see that with a 36-year-old point guard. So again, it's great to come over here and talk really loud and have all of the catchphrases, but you were so very dead wrong about the Bucks as a guy that said that Giannis should leave Milwaukee. You said Giannis should leave Milwaukee. He stayed. He stayed, and he delivered.
Go ahead, Perk.
First of all, now let me address you like my catchphrase, like the numbers on the house. You talking about a pastor suit. Let me address you real quick, Mr. Spray Paint Line that's afraid to let it go because I'm diving up into the ages of time to see you.
I'm all natural, homie. I'm all natural, homie. And by the way, I'm only 10 years older than you. You call me a senior citizen. I'm only 10 years older than you. And you look 50 years older than me.
Hold on. I let you talk. Let me finish, Mr. Jalen Rose. Okay, for the simple fact that I understand that it took you a while to get on the show because you probably needed a walker. All right, and let me address you with some facts too. You picked the Phoenix Suns to win this series as well.
I thought Batman was going to be hurt. I thought Batman was going to be hurt. And then he swooped in game one to save the day. No, we've heard you talk 50 times. We're going to hear you 500 times. We already heard what you have to say. We already heard what you have to say. It was tired and wrong.
Jalen Rose.
Okay.
Jalen Rose. This is the problem, man. At the end of the day, I don't know what you got up with Big Perk, but it's all good over here, dog. I'm not doing no tripping. Like Greeny said, I picked the Bucks to come to the Eastern Conference. I picked them before James Harden and Kyrie Irving was hurt. I picked them before the playoffs was even started. I picked the Milwaukee Bucks to make it to the finals. And when I make a phrase and say things like that DeAndre Ayton is the second coming of a David Robinson, this is based off of potential, Jalen Rose. This is when you talk about a guy that's a number.
David Robinson was a scorer.
Man.
David Robinson scored 50 points in college and 70 points in the NBA. DeAndre Ayton will never lead the league in scoring.
DeAndre Ayton is 21 years old, man.
We just heard for 25 minutes today. We're going to watch him on First Take. We're going to watch him on SportsCenter. We're going to watch him this afternoon.
Oh, my God.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, keep watching. I mean, what you want me to do? Keep watching. I can't help it that I got a certain type of charisma. I can't help it that I got a certain type of authenticity that the viewers want to see. I can't help it that I'm sitting up here looking like a 6'10", 360-pound version of Mars Chestnut. I can't help it that I did things my way. I can't help it that I came into this media game as basically an intern and worked my way up.
Let's talk about the Bucks.
No, because first of all, it went past that because you came in here telling me about my inexperience. You came in here addressing my character on how I approach the game. So
then I got
to defend. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You started it off by that. Yes, you did. Because you said as a first-time guy that's been
didn't
on
say
TV.
first time. I didn't say first time.
No, you said your
I said
first
you've been
time
doing it
at
a
the
few
finals
years.
that you do.
In
You
other
know
news,
what? Hey, look, hey, you got it, bro. It's your world. I'm just trying to get an apartment in it.
the Bucks won the championship last night. And so, Jalen, let me ask you a quick question if I can, and then I'm going to have to go. And that is, what does this mean for the sport? That Giannis, who could have been a free agent this year and tried to join a super team, instead signed the Super Max last summer, that he's homegrown and stayed in Milwaukee and did it. What does it mean for the league and the sport?
I love you, Perk. It ain't personal. Giannis showed last night that all rings aren't created equal. And in an era of player empowerment via social media and their voices, they do an amazing job of getting their messages out there. But the one thing they can't control is how we view it. And Giannis said it when he got to the podium. He wanted to stay, he wanted to build, and he wanted to do it in Milwaukee, the team that drafted him. And that was his motivation. So now, like Dirk Nowitzki, for example, that championship is going to live eternally. Just like the one that Kawhi Leonard got with the Raptors. There's certain things that when players do them the way Giannis did them, fans and media appreciate how he went about the journey as a 26-year-old player that's a two-time MVP, that's a Defensive Player of the Year, that's a Finals MVP, that's the most athletic 7-foot player that we've seen in a really long time. And I know he and KD are both listed at 6'11". KD has more of a perimeter guard type skills. Giannis is more of a dominant big type skills, doing it in the paint, giving me 50. And how about the blocks? Y'all should cut a rip of his blocks, because his blocks were incredible yesterday. The way he changed shots was incredible. The energy and effort he played with was incredible.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.